In today's video, we'll be talking about keto and fasting. That is, how long does it take to get into ketosis while fasting? To answer that, you need to understand three things about keto and fasting. Number one, benefits of getting into ketosis. Number two, how does ketosis work? And number three, signs and symptoms to look out for to know you've entered ketosis while fasting. So stay tuned for the steak and chips. Oops, sorry, no chips on keto. Greetings and welcome to Keto Unify, a channel dedicated to sharing keto stories, research, and types of keto diets suitable for different groups of individuals. You see, the ketogenic diet is an effective way to lose weight, improve mental cognition, balance hormones, and treat various diseases like diabetes and epilepsy. When you enter a state of ketosis, your body switches from using glucose to using mainly ketones for fuel. This has several health benefits, including healthy fat loss, reduced hunger and cravings while staying full longer, reduced risk of diseases such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer, higher energy levels, fewer blood sugar spikes, and overall better well-being. But how long does it take to experience these benefits? The short answer is it varies from person to person. You cannot simply jump into ketosis in a 24-hour time span. Your body has been burning sugar for fuel your entire life. It will need time to adapt to burning ketones for fuel. The transition could take anywhere from 2 to 3 days to up to 7 days. Saying that, the fastest way to get into ketosis is to combine fasting with keto. You see, switching to fat-burning mode is a process that takes many steps to complete. For your body to enter ketosis, it needs to do the following. Number one, deplete its glycogen. When you stop eating carbs, blood glucose levels drop and your body turns to liver glycogen, the stored form of glucose, to help raise your blood sugar. Number two, to break down your fats. Your insulin levels drop in response to lower carbohydrate availability. This drop triggers the breakdown of fatty acids as well as the uptake in liver mitochondria. And number three, to start making ketones. Within the next few days, your liver will start making ketones to meet your body's growing energy demands. The brain is dependent on a constant influx of fuel, so it will be using up most of the ketones made. Now, to get into ketosis while fasting or to start feeling the benefits of the keto diet quickly, especially if you're overweight or suffer from dietary-related health and hormonal issues, then follow these three steps. Step number one, limit carbs to 20 grams a day. Your carb intake on keto must be below 50 grams per day, but if you can go as low as 20 grams, you'll enter ketosis quicker. Personally, this is what I had to do when I couldn't shift my weight even at 50 grams of carbs per day. Step number two, exercise. Now, studies show that exercise increases blood ketone levels. That's because it spends your body's fuel like circulating glucose and glycogen. On the other hand, if you simply cut back on carbs without working out, it would take your body much longer to deplete its energy reservoir. And step number three, combine fasting or intermittent fasting with keto. This is a surefire way to not only get into ketosis but to get into ketosis fast, provided you are consuming a low-carb, high-fat diet devoid of any sugars and processed food. Now, within the first week of going keto or shortly after fasting, you will notice some or all of these ketosis signs and symptoms. But before I share those with you, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified when a new keto video is uploaded. Alright, so the signs and symptoms to look out for to know you've entered ketosis are: number one, keto breath. Yes, keto breath resembles nail polish remover or even overripe fruit. What you're smelling here is acetone, a ketone body that gets expelled by the lungs. Number two, weight loss. Now, you may lose up to 10 pounds in the first week of ketosis, but don't get excited just yet. This is only water weight and it will take more time for your body to start burning fat, up to 2 pounds a week. Number three, ketone testing. Now, it's not necessary, but if you really want it to be precise, you could use a keto breathalyzer pen and it measures the ketones in your breath in the form of acetone. No messing about with urine strips or pricking for blood tests. You can get $5 off your keto device by using my link here, ketounify.com/getketo. Now, symptom number four, reduced appetite. This is another sign. Being in ketosis alters levels of nutrients and hormones that control appetite. This appetite-lowering effect is also controlled by ketones themselves. Symptom number 5, fatigue. Fatigue is mostly the result of electrolyte imbalances caused by loss of water weight we mentioned earlier. Number 6, digestive issues. Any major change to your diet is bound to cause digestive issues until you start producing the right digestive enzymes and until your gut microbiome adjusts. Things you may experience, but is rare, includes constipation, diarrhea, and stomach pain. Symptom number 7, insomnia. Now, research found that carb intake impacts sleep architecture. While most studies show that keto increases time spent in deep sleep, some people may experience insomnia in the early stages of ketosis. So, to summarize combining keto and fasting and how long does it take to get into ketosis while fasting, remember this. Number 1, reduce carbs to 20 to 30 grams of net carbs per day. Number 2, if overweight, lead quite an inactive lifestyle, or weight loss has plateaued, then stay below 20 grams of carbs per day. And lastly, combine keto and fasting to get into ketosis fast. You may just get into ketosis in 24 hours while fasting. Now, before you go, what I'm going to do is give you a free 10-part video series on keto for women, plus some gooey bonuses too. The link for which you can find it on the screen and in the description below. Until then, happy ketoing.